Have you ever wondered how the long-standing conflict between Israel and Palestine began? It's a question that takes us deep into the annals of history, to a land revered by many, yet torn by strife. A land where two nations, Israel and Palestine, are interwoven in a complex tapestry of culture, faith, and geography. The roots of the conflict are deep, stretching back over a century. The geographical distribution of these two nations is crucial to understanding the conflict. Israel, a country roughly the size of New Jersey, is nestled on the eastern shore of the Mediterranean Sea. Palestine, on the other hand, is a geographic region that includes modern-day Israel, the West Bank, and Gaza Strip. To grasp the essence of this conflict, we must delve into the historical context. It's a narrative marked by ambition, hope, despair, and a yearning for homeland. To truly understand the roots of this conflict, we must travel back in time to the late 19th and early 20th centuries. Stay tuned for more insights into this captivating and complex narrative. Imagine the world in the late 19th century, a time when nationalism was a powerful force shaping nations and their destinies. During this era, two significant ideologies were born, each out of a yearning for a homeland: Zionism and Arab nationalism. Zionism, sparked by anti-Semitism in Europe, was a Jewish movement that sought to establish a Jewish state in the land of Israel, their ancestral homeland. Simultaneously, Arab nationalism was ignited by the decline of the Ottoman Empire. This was an ideology that championed the unity and independence of Arab peoples, stretching from the Arabian Peninsula to the North African coast. Both ideologies were deeply rooted in a sense of identity, cultural heritage, and a profound attachment to the land. However, their dreams overlapped geographically in a place both considered home: Palestine. The stage was set. Two national movements, each with its own aspirations, were on a collision course. Stay tuned for more insights into this gripping tale of nationalism and identity. Fast forward to the aftermath of World War I. The world map was being redrawn, and the fate of Palestine was hanging in the balance. As the Ottoman Empire crumbled, Britain stepped in, taking control of Palestine under what was known as the British Mandate. This was a period of significant change, with both Jewish immigration and Arab opposition intensifying. Then, in the late 40s, the United Nations stepped into the picture. The UN proposed a partition plan, dividing Palestine into separate Jewish and Arab states, with Jerusalem under international administration. However, this plan, aimed at resolving the conflict, ironically, only served to further fuel it. The Jewish community accepted the partition, but the Arab leadership, viewing it as a violation of their rights, rejected it. This rejection led to the eruption of civil war, which ended with the creation of Israel in 1948. With the establishment of Israel in 1948, the conflict took a turn for the worse. Stay tuned for more insights on this matter. The years that followed were marked by a series of wars and attempts at peace. The bitter feud between Israel and Palestine spiraled into a cycle of conflict, retaliation, and truce, an agonizing dance that continues to this day. Among the most notable wars were the Six-Day War in 1967 and the Yom Kippur War in 1973. These conflicts drastically reshaped the geopolitical landscape, leaving a trail of sorrow and destruction in their wake. Yet, amidst the tumult, there were glimmers of hope. The Oslo Accords in the early 90s and the Camp David Summit at the turn of the millennium, for instance, were significant attempts to broker a lasting peace. These diplomatic endeavors were ambitious, aiming to bridge deep-seated divisions and foster mutual understanding. However, these peace initiatives, despite their noble intentions, were often met with skepticism and resistance. The road to peace, it seems, is fraught with obstacles. Despite numerous attempts, a lasting peace has remained elusive. Stay tuned for more insights as we continue to explore these intriguing narratives. Today, the Israel-Palestine conflict remains one of the most complex and contentious issues in the world. The heart of the issue lies in a handful of key points that continue to ignite tensions and fuel the conflict. First, the expansion of Israeli settlements into occupied territories, seen by many as a violation of international law. These settlements have not only displaced countless Palestinians, but also fragmented the West Bank, disrupting the possibility of a contiguous Palestinian state. The status of Jerusalem is another sticking point. Both Israelis and Palestinians consider the city their spiritual and political capital. However, international consensus maintains that its final status should be determined through negotiations. Lastly, the right of return for Palestinian refugees. For millions who were displaced from their homes during the 1948 and 1967 wars, their longing to return remains unfulfilled. As we look to the future, the question remains: a just and lasting peace ever be achieved? Stay tuned for more insights into this ongoing issue.